everybody, and welcome to this special edition of this live tonight, where I'm going to attempt to do issue 105 live on camera. It's a bit of a spur of the moment thing. Nobody was going live tonight, so I thought, you know what, let's do a one-off special about it. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit different tonight, because normally I'm building a Spitfire. So I've got a couple of co-hosts with me tonight. Build with Adrian.
Good evening, Mark. Yes, hopefully this we can breeze through this issue nicely.
Yeah. And we also have Geordie Dave.
Evening, Mark. Evening, Adrian. Evening, everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed this issue.
Yeah, so last minute thing, I thought, why not? Let's do a live build of my bus. So yeah, I set up the stream about 6:30 and I'm all ready to go. A bit nervous, but I just thought let's do a live build of it tonight. So we were supposed to have a night off tonight from YouTube, but yeah, I'm a sucker for punishment. So do you want to do that bit of chat, Dave?
Yep. Dano build. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Dano.
I don't know.
Untitled Chapter. Hello, everyone.
Hi, dear.
Hi, Julie.
Roy's the boy. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Roy's the boys.
Hi, Roy's boys.
And P40F20. Hi.
Hi,
Hi, P40F20.
Oh, and Dave's Hobbies. Hi, guys. I'm still out at the moment, but I'll try to join you later.
Right. Okay, you're more than welcome, Dave. So, yeah, what we're going to do tonight, George Dave's going to do the chat as it comes in. Adrian's going to do his magic behind-the-scenes technical director bits. And I'm going to read out the instructions before I start the bit. Now, I pre-warn you, I've done steps 1 to 4 off camera because no way am I tapping electrics on camera. So let me change my cameras and we'll get started. So there we go. Okay, so this one we can actually do the parts check at the best. Okay, so this is issue 105. Let me just turn my light on. Bring it in. And I'm going to get the magazine. Okay, so issue 105, organising the wiring and fitting a roof panel. The second roof panel is supplied together with finishing strips. We also arrange the wiring neatly around the circuit board. And the parts are 105A is the roof panel. And I must admit, that is a thing of beauty. It really is. And I'm looking forward to fitting that. And then 105B is side strip marked A190. Must be this one. Which is this strip here. Yeah, it's marked A190. And then we've got this strip here, which is 105C side strip marked A190M. So that's very nice. Okay, and then the last bit is NM screws, 1.5 times 3mm times 44 red. And I've actually got them on a magnetic mat on the bus. So let's get going. So I've done the wiring off camera. So I've done steps 2, 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3. And now I need to do step 4. So step 4, we need this panel here because we've got the last of the rain shields to put on. And that needs to be fitted with BP screws. Let me get my BP screws. Red BP screws, which are here. These are tiny. Okay, so let's get the first one in. Right, that one seems to be a bit wonky, that screw, so I'll try with a different screw.
All right, Dave Bassett, good evening, folks.
Good evening, David.
Dave Bassett, good evening, P40F20. How are things over the other side of the pond?
Okay, that's the first one in. I'm going to whiz over to the other side. Okay, that's the second one in. Get the third one in. Do you remember doing this now, Dave?
Yeah. Okay. Penny pit stop. Hi, Mark. Got you in the background. I was making my bench power supply. It's coming along. No purple and shiny, so just the electric. Cool.
Hi, Penny. Hope you're okay. Okay, so I've done that rain shield now. So that was step 4. So step 5 is position the right wall framework 102A against the rear right wall of the model. The tabs along the top of part 102A fit into the recesses in the upper wall framework. At the right rear corner, the cables running across part 50C fit into the recesses in the framework 102A. At the base of the framework, screw holes align with the holes in the rear chassis frame. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do now is change cameras. So camera, that one.
And David Bassett, evening, Jodie, Dave, and Penny. I have a Coventry versus Reading on in the background. Penny, come on, you biscuit man. So, and Yorkshire after hi, Penny pit stop.
Right, okay, so what screw? We need GM screws, first of all. So I've got my GM screws at the ready. I'm going to get one loaded up on my screwdriver. Okay, so let's offer this part up. Good job I noticed that. A wire was in the way of one of the screws. Would have trapped that. Right, that's out of the way now. Okay, so offer it up. Right, that didn't want to go in. Right, that's in. Right, so the top ones. Oh gosh. Right, I'm going to get one of these in first so I can get that in place and don't have to hold it. Come on. Right, that's in place. So let's.
Check your wiring to make sure they're all.
Yeah.
See if you took out the way.
Again.
Don't know why my Alexa went off.
Oh, me, I didn't see that. I didn't see that word. So.
Yeah.
It's temperamental like that, maybe.
The wiring looks fine. It's just the wires coming out at the side. You've got to make sure you get them in the groove.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll carry along the top with these GM screws. The old Routemaster workout.
Yeah, we just start putting the panel in the mud.
Yes.
We'll be sick of the sight of them little screws. You'll be dreaming of them when you go to bed.
I can imagine. Okay. Next, what I need to do is I need to put GM screws in the bottom.
Oh, very funny. Penny, the way Jodie steers electric, it sounds like Alexa is a listening device. Dear Boss, sorry Jodie dear, I'm a Wickham fan. Reading original nickname was the Biscuit Men due to Huntley and Palmer who set up their factory there. Now it's the Royals. Yeah, well, you know by where I'm from. I'm a Newcastle fan. Good true.
I think if you come from Newcastle and you're not a Newcastle fan, something's severely wrong.
We do have odd Macam up here. Yeah, we do have people that do support other people, you know.
Yeah.
I always believe you should support the team where you belong. Like your dad lived in Barnsley for a bit, but he still never changed from being a Newcastle fan.
No. Right, for some strange reason, this one doesn't want to go in, so let's just back it out. Definitely lined up with the hole.
Yeah, you do get some screws that can be a bit funny, you know. Put your hand on the back of the bus and put a bit of pressure.
Yeah. Try again. I do believe I think this one's going in. Yeah, so I'm sure I can feel that tightening. Right, I do believe that's in. Okay, next GM screw. Right, okay.
Right. P40 F20. Just fine up here, Bassett. A wee bit cool and damp here. How are you? It's been a bit cool and damp. Well, it's been not cool and damp today as well. This morning it was raining here a little bit, but it got out really good.
Right, I'm really cautious that the wires might be caught a little bit. And it's getting them into the channel that they're supposed to go into. And then obviously not damaging them.
Actually, didn't put a screw through.
Yeah. I see what everybody means now about the electrics on this bus.
Yeah.
Absolute pain. Right, I think I'm going to leave that one and do that off camera because I'm very cautious of them wires. I'm not liking the look of them. There's a wire here. Oh, there we go. Disconnected it. Yeah, I'm just not too happy about that. I'll tidy all that up off camera. So, next thing we need to do is we need to put some FM screws along here. I do believe 3 of them.
And I do. I've got the extender. That one you've just loosened, I do believe it does run on the outside.
Yeah, it does.
It causes it right. It's a right twat when you put the other bit, the back bit on.
Yeah. It's for the upper deck lighting.
Yeah.
It's not connected at the moment.
No. I just connected it up earlier just to make sure the LEDs were working.
I don't know if I'm either right correct. Don't we get an wasn't another extender put in for that?
I think so, yes.
To make it slightly longer because it was too short from what it coming out the bottom.
Didn't they send an extender, but the extender was too small and you get another extender?
Yeah. Because you've got an extender run, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too small to send another one out to make it so it would fit better.
Right. Okay, and the last bit is JP screws. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them in on this side of the panel. Sorry, the framework, but I'm actually going to leave them off this side so I can get access to the wires. And I'm not going to put them in too tight, just in case I need to free them off. So now I need my plastic screw pot.
Right, I'll go through the chat. Dear Bassett, yes, I am good. Thank you, P40F20. It started radio about 5 p.m. GMT. Forecast is not nice for tomorrow. Hope it will clear through. Dear Bassett, having watched you start the DeLorean today, Mark, do you think the Routemaster electronics are repaired? Per World of Wayne, the DeLorean electrics are horrendous and some are not fit for purpose.
Right. Yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of research on the DeLorean build, so I always try and research something before I do it.
Yes, Dave.
Oh!
Hello. Hello, Dave.
Hello, have I missed all the actions?
No.
Oh, jolly good. So I had to rush out earlier, so because we had a bit of a family emergency, but it's all sorted now, so nothing to worry about.
I'm glad you made it, Dave.
So yeah, well, I can't do without me daily dose of Routemaster, can I?
I said to Julie and Adrian, I said it wouldn't surprise me if Dave is breaking speeds right now to get back.
Well, she only lives 2 miles down the road, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a one-off
Well,
special, Dave.
Okay, looks interesting. What are you doing, Mark? It looks interesting.
So, what I'm doing is the final bit of the side framework has been put on, but I'm going to do these wires off camera because I need to make sure they're perfectly in them grooves, as you will know.
Yeah.
And in a second, we're going to test the electrics.
Oh, jolly good. Jolly good, sure.
So I'm going to do that now.
Okay.
So,
well, we best have you full screen then, aren't we?
But as I say, I'm sure you get an extender between them two later on.
Yeah. It just reaches. Okay, electrics time.
Wow.
Let's switch on the button. You come at the best time, Dave.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let me turn this light off.
I can see something flacking under the bus.
And that's the downstairs lighting.
Are
Okay.
you upstairs right now?
Yes, because I connected up that end cable.
Yep.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Like Blackpool Illuminations.
Yeah. Next switch.
The brake pedal.
Oh, that's
It
the
has a
on.
voice.
Hit the brake pedal.
Oh, brake pedal. It's getting tougher to get to these pedals.
It's even tougher watching it in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's working, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Top ones.
Top ones, yeah. Oh, that's your engine.
Does go on for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Next one.
Destination blinds.
Yeah.
So they've come on.
Yeah.
Back one, side one's on.
Yeah. And there should be a single one at the back. Single light LED at the back.
Yeah.
Which is your number plate light.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then spin it around.
Man the front.
Yeah. Even though I extended the desk,
it's still not big enough.
It's still, and there we are. All the lights on the front.
Super.
And it's a bit off camera, but the Fleetwood J mod is working.
Excellent job.
So I need to leave it that way around. So let me switch.
Yeah, we can see it. We can see it that way. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And there we go. Okay. So all my electrics are working.
Brilliant. Fabulous job.
So this is now moving us on to step 8, which is position the roof panel 105A on top of the model so that it butts up the front of the roof panel. Right, let's just turn my light back on so people can see, and then I just need to move. I need to move this.
Right, while you're sorting out, I'll hit the chat again. David Bassett, evening, Dave's there.
Hey, David.
David Bassett again. Oh, sorry, evening. You were being so quiet in the background. So evening to you as well. Eric Woodsy, Mark, check the back edge of the frame. They are cut out in the frame.
Yeah. Okay. Is that a good camera angle?
Yep.
Right, so get this piece. You know what? You guys are all on about these panels and everything, and wow, they are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. They really do show off the bus. Okay.
Yes, they do.
Step 9. Fix the roof panel 105A in place using a total of 23 red NM screws. The screws at the front fixed to the ceiling frame 96A, and along the rear edge they fit into the ceiling frame 97A. The diagram on the left shows the views from the left hand side, and the inset below shows the views from the right hand side. Okay, so it's a case of let's get going on this. Hey.
Oh, the lovely NM screws.
Yeah, I told him once he gets the panel, starts putting the panel, I'll only be dreaming about them.
I just feel sorry for Dave having to paint all his.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he must be sick of the sight of them. 3 buses to do with that many in.
Yeah. 9,000 screws. Or thereabouts.
6,000 of them you have to paint.
Yeah, that's true. Well, actually, no, not true, is it? Because you don't paint all the screws, but yeah, and I certainly do paint an awful lot of them.
Yeah, especially I'll have NM screws.
Yeah.
Wonder actually how many of them were put in.
Somewhere I have a notification of it somewhere from
Actually how many were?
Jim McVitie. So Jim McVitie on the group, he counted all the screws.
1,000 of them must have been there NM. It felt like a student.
So I think the idea with these NM screws is just don't over tighten them.
Yeah.
Just nicely in place. Coming along nice. You see, a lot of people complain about the screws, but I think they look quite nice on the model.
Yeah. Well, what we was talking about, the 2-foot rule and all the rest of it, you know, the standoff rule. So when you're standing off away from your model, it's going to, the screws are going to blend in. It's just when you're very, very close to your model that you notice them.
Yeah. Well, I think they look nice, actually.
But as a general rule, you know, for a model, you usually use the rule of stand off. So you stand away from your model to get the full concept of your model. I mean, yeah. When you're talking about years ago, all we had was like Meccano sets, and goodness me, there wasn't a lot of nuts and bolts and holes and that, what have you in them, wasn't they?
Yeah. You got to think about it. Engineers of today was doing the Meccano.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you know, a lot of it harks back to the Meccano days and Lego and things like that.
Yeah, it's funny how the Lego was stuck, but the Meccano hasn't.
Yeah.
Right, that back end is not lining up the way I want it to.
Penelope pissed off. Why would people do a screwdriver build and then complain about the screws?
Good point, Penny.
Because people complain about anything.
Yeah. Some people aren't happy unless they're complaining.
No, they're not. No.
Who was was it that used to say, I'm not one to complain, but
Who?
who was that? I can't remember who that was.
Wasn't somebody off Coronation Street or something like that?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, was that Percy? Was it
Aye,
on Coronation Street?
aye.
And then
Percy.
I think he said it once. I'm not one to complain. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I used to work with a lad and he used to always say, a word to the wise. You heard that saying?
A word to the wise.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Word to the wise.
Oh no.
What's up?
Right, it's just my e-cigarettes flat. I'm gonna have to go put it on charge. Won't be a minute.
I know what it's like, Dave. Penny Pistol, Blanche. That was Blanche.
Right.
And Eric Woodsy. Dave, did you have the major steam engine? I will. I'll ask him that when he comes back again. Eric.
So I'm just getting the last of these screws in.
Question for you, Dave, off there, Eric Woodsy. Did you have the major steam engine?
Did I have the major steam engine?
Yeah.
The major steam engine? No. And I've got Mammoth steam engines.
That's
So if that's the ones that you mean, yeah, I've got. How many have I got? I've got about 4, I think. Mammoth steam engines. I've got the traction engine, the steam roller, and then a small donkey boiler, and then a large donkey boiler. So yeah, I've got 4. My son's got about 6. He has about 6 Mammoth steam engines, and he's got a couple of the Willisco ones as well, the German ones. So yeah, yeah, we've got we've certainly had them, or we've got them in our collection.
Right, last couple of screws going in.
Brilliant.
That's it.
Oh, screw fell on the floor, but I found it.
Okay, Dave. A screw on the floor, Mark.
Yeah, but I found it.
A whack.
This bust is not going to defeat my record of never losing a screw. Certainly tried to.
Oh, aye, it'll try to, all right.
Oh my God. I'd like to know how many screws went up my Hoover from around here. And I've still got loads. I've finished the bus. There's still loads of NM screws knocking about. Well, they've not given over the top on the M&M screws.
There's a bit more chat there, Dave, if you want to bring that up.
Chris Conlon. Hi, Mark and everyone.
Hi, Chris.
Eric Woodward, man up steam engine and the springs to drive the Meccano.
Yes, yeah. They have a drive belt system, do Meccano and Mammoth, and it's like a springy drive belt, isn't it? Like a metal elastic band, if you like. And you stretch it from one to the other, or stretch it across the drive wheel, and you can make them drive and steer things.
Right. Okay, I'm done.
At P40F20, how is Christine doing? At Dave's hobbies.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for asking, P40F20. Yeah, she's doing really well. She has been quite poorly in the past, but she's not too bad at the moment, thank goodness. And touch wood, as we say. She's got a couple of appointments at the hospital coming up shortly, so she'll be okay, I'm sure. So, yeah, fingers crossed and all that. But thank you ever so much for asking.
Okay. Right, so, yeah, I'm done. I've got all them screws in now. Looking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
But it says here the strips 105B and 105C will be fitted using the remaining NM screws in the following issue. The finished view below shows these strips already in place.
Right.
So I must thank Jason, Fleetwood J, for this magnetic mat. It is absolutely brilliant for this bus. You can just have your screws on there. None of them will go flying everywhere, and it sticks nicely to the bus. So thank you so much, Fleetwood. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right. So my camera's out. I'll be with you.
Oh, I'm just going to see. I was looking at the top of your bus. There's a couple of your screws need touching up. He's good. Don't know if you noticed that, do you?
Say that again, Johnny Dave.
Right, looking from here at the top of your bus, there's a couple of your screws need touching up with paint.
Yes, I'm going to get some.
I thought so.
Yeah. Right, just 2 seconds.
Oh, where's he gone? Right, so do you want to bring the chat up while we're waiting for Mark then, Dave?
We're up to right. Oh, yeah. David Bassett. Do you remember the comedian John Shuttleworth, who did a 500 bus stop tour? Only realised a couple of years ago that in an earlier career, in the punk era, he had a pop hit with as Jilted John.
Ah, right. I didn't know that.
Woody, how oil?
Yeah, you can oil the Mammoth steam engines. Yeah, I've used 3-in-1 oil, which is fine. That they've been all right with that. But yeah,
Chris Camden, so close to winning Fall Guys earlier. Fleetwood J, good evening, Errol. Hope you're all well. Good luck with your build, Mark.
Hi, Fleetwood J.
Hi, Fleetwood J.
Hi, Fleetwood.
Oh my God, has Christine had another turn?
Well, let's say she's had a small one, but she's okay. Thank you.
Actually, how old were you, Dave? I was 10 years.
Well, snap, or very nearly snap. I was 11. No, sorry, 12 when I first got my Mammoth steam traction engine, and I still have the same one today. So when I got my first one, I was 12, somewhere between 11 and 12. But I was very fortunate as a child to get round all the major steam rallies in England, all over the place, because my dad and my mum and a lot of other people were interested in vintage everything in the 1960s and 70s, and I had the opportunity to go with them as a small child, and that I did. So I went all over England at the various first steam engine rallies, the various first bus rallies, various bus garages, bus museums, and museums of farming interest, etc., etc. I went all over England when I was a small child, and yeah, I owe a great debt of gratitude to the people who actually took me when I was a small child, because I've seen an awful lot of vintage heritage, especially to do with transport and trains and steam engines and farming museums. I've seen an awful lot. in what's called the early days, the 1960s and the 1970s.
David Bassett, I have a small Mama Junior two-way stationary engine, which haven't had it in Steam for a few years.
Snap, David, I've got one of them too.
And Eric Woodsey, can you imagine today leaving a 10-year-old with Miffin matches?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I quite enjoyed that. That was the last of spare of the minute thing. I thought, nobody's going live tonight. Why don't I do my Routemaster? So
yeah, why not? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm only sorry that I missed the first half, like, because
you had no idea I was doing it, Dave.
No, I didn't.
So, but yeah, I knew you'd come because anything Routemaster related, it's
Well, yeah, I tried to be there as much as I can for anything Routemaster, but I've been watching Penny's on a Wednesday, and then the late one we got interested in that for about 3/4 of an hour, I think, before we went to bed. Penny's late one that night, so we got interested in that as well. And there's so many interesting videos to watch out there. Fleetwood J, he's doing some smashing videos at the moment with the camper van. I'm up to pack 2, I think I've seen and watched. I've got pack 3 and pack 4 to watch. And no doubt there'll be a pack 5 as well before I get round to watching them. So yeah, diamond painting. The diamond painting shows that Penny and Julie have, and Welder Mike has. I quite enjoy them. And then Dave, Geordie Dave here is his videos on his allotment. I quite enjoy that too, because I know what work's involved in an allotment, and it's not easy. No. So, and then, as everybody else knows, I get involved with you, Mark, and I get involved with you, Adrian, and I try and get involved in the community as much as possible.
There's that much on you. Who needs a TV license?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I don't really watch much TV anymore.
No, neither do we.
Well, I'm going to watch The Mandalorian later on because I like the Star Wars stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's on tonight. There's new series 2 is on tonight on Disney Channel.
Right.
All right.
So I'm going to watch that one soon later.
Fantastic. Oh well, at least we've done something on a Friday.
Yeah, better than that, isn't it?
Well, Adrian could have gone live, but I didn't know.
Oh, right, okay.
So, but next Friday will definitely be Horlicks at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Right,
definitely will be Horlicks, and then Saturday he will be doing his Routemaster.
Yeah.
I had thought Penny was doing something tonight till I seen Mark popped up and said he was.
Something about Penny. Penny was going to do something, but then she wasn't doing something, so obviously something cropped up or whatever. So Friday night became free. We only found that out last night. Adrian was umming and ahhing between Friday and Sunday, decided to do Sunday because it had been advertised. So I was umming and ahhing all day. Do I do a Routemaster? Because I'd started issue 105 with the electrics. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'll go live tonight. If anybody wants to come along, you're more than welcome to come along and watch and be in the show. So
I think that goes for all of us, doesn't it, in the community? We're all open to pretty much anybody coming along and joining us, really.
Yeah.
Especially if they're there to help a little bit or add something to the content of the show.
It's like when you did your Spitfire issue 1, Dave. You never told them. No, Dave says live. I'm like, what? Quickly logging into the computer, trying to get, StreamYard to get in. It was just like...
Yeah, I never told anybody, and I thought, well, I'll just suck it and see. Go ahead and try it and just do a one-off live. And but yeah, it turned out a success as this has tonight. So yeah.
Okay.
Go on, Dave.
Eric Woodsy, did anybody ever do the Flying Scotsman, dear?
Not when I was a kid, no. But I do believe that Penny is doing the Flying Scotsman
Yes.
at some point.
Yeah, she's doing a Portworth one, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yes,
Probably been answer down there in a minute. Fleetwood here. Reynolds 4L is this weekend. Issues 34 to 37, starting at 6 p.m. and 38 to 41, Sunday 6 p.m. on Night Channel.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. There we go. So, yeah.
And Penny, oh thanks, Dave. I knew Mando was back, but forgot it was tonight. No problem, Penny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll quickly do YouTube schedule while I've remembered. So
Okay.
tomorrow is nothing. Sunday is
me doing the summer camper van.
okay. Monday is Chris Camplin, and he's doing his Terminator. I forget which issues, but I know he also is going to be doing the fix for the Terminator live as well. He's got the parts from Part Work Upgrades, so he's going to be showing him doing that as well on Monday. Tuesday.
Yes, it's going to be me. I got the issues in.
So Tuesday, 7 o'clock, Adrian, or we're doing 7:30 because of Geordie Dave going back to work?
Yeah, I could do 7:30.
Is that better on you, Geordie Dave?
Oh, it's a lot better for me. Gives us time to get in.
Right. So 7:30 on Build with Adrian's channel, he will be doing the Terminator. Wednesday, gosh, Wednesday's a busy day.
Oh, heck, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday's so busy. You know, somebody's so busy on a Wednesday. And you know
Yeah.
what? Penny knows it's her only one guaranteed day off a week. And she does so much for YouTube. You know,
Yeah.
3 shows last Wednesday. I mean, wow. You know, she did
Yeah.
2 till 4 with Yorkshire Crafter, the diamond painting show. So that's on again this Wednesday, 2 till 4. Then she does the part work show on an evening at 8 o'clock. She'll be continuing with her Routemaster. I believe issue 97, Penny's doing. And then later she's doing a trial show at the moment where she's doing like a plastic modelers club. And she did that again last Wednesday, and we'll be doing it this Wednesday as well. So Penny out there, you do a lot for everybody. You keep us entertained on a Wednesday.
Yep, thank you very much, Penny. And one more chat here, Eric Woodley. Yes, I remember Penny starting it. I'm not quite finished mine, but I've sold that all mine.
Okay.
Ah.
Thursday, I believe, is there's nothing booked for a Thursday next week. And then Friday, it will be Horlicks, and he will be doing his Terminator. And then on the Saturday, he will be doing his Routemaster.
Routemaster,
yeah. We had a bit of an epic stream with Horlicks, didn't we, last night?
Oh, yeah, not half. Yeah, we did.
2 hours, 40 minutes to do issue 96 and 97. So
Yeah.
I've never been in the stream that long.
You have now.
Yeah, I am now. No, he did really well. He did really well, did Horlicks, to get them 2 issues done, because they're not the easiest issues.
Yeah.
And I'm so envious how his upper deck went on his lower deck.
Yeah, so easy, wasn't it?
3 days for me, 7 days for Geordie Dave, and he puts his on in minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might find there's still probably a fraction out, though.
Yeah.
I think he said he had a little bit wobble, so he's got to check it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so envious of that, because mine just didn't go on properly. You know them location tabs that you've got underneath your bottom deck?
Right.
Yeah, let's say mine aren't there anymore.
You put them off.
At the front I did, yes. Not at the rear, but at the front I cut them off.
I was going about to do that when I realised it wasn't them that was causing the problem. It was the bloody carbon.
They were causing me still a problem even when I got the cab on. It was an absolute nightmare for me, was that. And I won't mind, but I started the video in one set of clothes and finished the video in another set of clothes, because obviously I'd had a a bath in between that. So you got the first bit, which is me introducing, saying, you know, here comes this issue 97 of the bus. And then you got me in completely other different clothes at the end going, right, yeah, it's done. So, any more chat, Dave?
David Bassett. Oh, still will come up. David Bassett enjoyed the whole extreme last night.
Thank you.
I think it was only one part missing on the bus. I can't find it. The driver has mustard step.
Mustard step.
Cab step.
It'll be the step on the side of the cab.
Oh,
Cab,
right.
yeah.
They tell me what issue that is because I may have. I have an issue, spare issue 25. Is that the driver's one or not?
125, Dave.
Yeah.
No, I don't think the parts.
Is it not?
Is he on about the side panel, the step inside, or what goes on the wheel ring?
What it's saying is just the driver has mustard step. I don't know if he's meaning. I don't know if he's meaning. I don't think I can say my part, but I don't know if he's meaning that little red step down at the bit there. If he is,
Well, you've got a step. Yeah.
one.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's what he means. I've got one, and if it's out of issue 125 and he contacts us, I can either
Yes.
say,
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
right. If your PM is, I can take the step out of this and stick it in an envelope and send it to you.
Yeah.
Driver's step. Yeah.
Driver's step, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, see if your PM is, I can take it out of that. Well, I'm not bothered about if I open a magazine and thing, and I can stick it in an envelope and send it to you because you'll not want the whole magazine.
That's very nice of you, Joe. That's what I love about the community. It's a case
This
of
is lovely.
somebody puts in, I've got a problem, can't find this, and one of us will think, hang on a minute, I think I know our way to solve it. And it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's an amazing community to be in.
Yeah.
So, how far are you on with your buses, Dave? Say.
Heck, you've put me on the spot now. Actually, I'm actually at 118 on them both.
Right.
So 118 on them both, and I've come up with a problem on mine, and that is the painting I did on the back end of mine. As you know, mine's got 3 cream stripes on the bodywork. One at the bottom, one in the middle, one at the top, and then there's the white white stripe on the roof. So the one that's under the top deck windows, the first one from the roof down, was actually wrong at the back end of the bus. So I've had to take the whole back end of my bus off. Well, actually, the whole top end of the bottom end, and I've had to repaint it, and it's actually drying off now. So, and I've got to put the cream stripe back on it, but this time in the correct place.
Right.
So, if you remember when I did that, I wasn't quite sure about it, and I've had to refer to photographs, backwards and forwards to photographs, and it's so difficult referring backwards and forwards to photographs, then putting that onto the model and saying, right, that should be it. Yeah, it should work out okay. In fact, I'll do an update in a couple of weeks' time, because by a couple of weeks' time, maybe 3 weeks' time, both of our buses will be well on the way to having one side completely done. So that's what I would like to do in about 3 weeks' time, perhaps, is show off both of our buses with both complete one side. With transfers and everything. So that's what I'd like to do. But it's a tall order, because obviously we're getting to the fact now where all the weather that's coming in is not very good weather for spray painting, and so I may have to make a little spray booth up out back there or in my garage and see what we can do that way.
Yeah. Any more chat?
Just Eric Wood. I'll take the lot. And let me know how much. Get in touch on the hobby show. When is the next show? So Eric, you're not on the Routemaster show, so I'm going to look for you on the hobby show, so I can pay. All I want is just the postage.
Right. Okay. Well, I know the hobby show is on a bit of a back burner. We still post on the group and stuff, but the hobby show was set up by Fleetwood to carry on after the Routemaster show finished, because we didn't know what was happening with Penny and her bus. But obviously, within that time, Penny's come back, and obviously now she's doing the Parkwork show. So it's on a bit of a back burner at the moment, is the hobby shows.
Yeah.
So Penny's got some ideas for it. So watch this space, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got a cuckoo going off in the background.
We have. It's nothing to do with me.
No, nothing to do with me. Not guilty.
Not guilty as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm going to wind things up. Thank you all for coming and watching. Like I know it was last minute, but it was just one of them things. But I think we've had some really good viewing figures tonight from what I've seen. So I'll go with reverse order, but I'll start with Dave. So Dave, say.
Okay, well, thanks ever so much for joining us tonight. Sorry I was late again, but I had to go out. So, and join Mark and all of us on any of our channels at any time. Anytime you see us going live, you'll be most welcome. So, good night from me.
Okay, and we have Geordie Dave.
Thanks for having us on, Mark. Another good show, cracking build again, and good night from me.
Bill with Adrian.
Yes, good show, Mark.
Thank you. And thank you, Adrian, for getting the instructions so quick. Obviously, you didn't have much time, so thank you very much for your work tonight.
Well, I've already got those done already.
Ah, right, okay. And it's a good night from me. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in. Thank you for all the chat, lots of chat tonight. It's great to see you. And yeah, you've seen my little Routemaster being live built. So yeah, I don't envy doing an M screws live. So I think that will be the only one that I'm going to do live for the Routemaster. But never say never. So it's going to be a good night from us all.
Do you want to just read out the last comments before you go?
Yeah, so Yorkshire Crafter says, I've been working on my Parkwork Disney cross stitch. Yeah, wow. She's really getting motoring on.
Yeah.
She's loving cross stitches, Yorkshire Crafter. She's actually doing more cross stitches than she's doing diamond paintings at the moment.
Yeah.
So David Bassett, good night, chaps. Great show. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
David.
Penny's pit stop. It was handy as I was trying to watch Mike, but he won't let me help him. Right.
Yeah.
And P40F20, it's looking very nice, Yorkshire Crafter. And I can second that because I see it in real life.
Yeah.
So, okay, so good night from us all, and we'll catch you on the next one. So, night.
Take care now.
Good night.
Night.